Welcome to The Soft Life with Chrystal and Megan, your lifestyle show redefining success one soft, abundant choice at a time.
If you like our work, please support us at ko-fi/The Soft Life NYC. And you can find us on all podcasting apps and YouTube at Soft Life NYC. Hello, my dear.
Hello.
It's the season to be jolly.
Tis the season.
Exactly.
Tis the season. Ready for this?
Yes.
Tis the season for lice.
Oh,
yeah. I've been initiated into the Lice Club, which I guess is a club that parents know about, but I didn't know about till now.
It is a club.
Oh.
My kids got it probably once a while ago and I just couldn't cope. You know how like ridiculous I am about things like this. And my auntie loves taking, we call them nits in the UK.
Nits. Such a gross name.
I know.
Nits.
Out of the hair. So I just like shipped the kids to my auntie's house, like half an hour away, and she took them out.
You're
It's
lucky.
Absolutely revolting. And I didn't get them because loads of parents actually do get them.
Yeah, guess who got them? Well, okay. Can I just tell you this kind of crazy story?
Can I also say I'm glad that we're putting it out there with the knit parental thing because it's stuff that people don't talk about.
No one
and
talks about it.
It's absolutely resulting. It's absolutely revolting.
It's like an STD. Like it's like that, like gross and like taboo to talk about. And I get why. Like things living in your hair, you know?
And also the scratching and stuff.
It's just like animalistic and disgusting.
So tell me what happened because this is awful. I'm really sorry.
It's an awful story, but it's entertaining, hopefully at the very least. So my two sons had lice. So we go to pick them up from school. And because they had lice, we were like, we have to stop this. So me and my husband and my mom also got treated to make sure that the lice would stop.
At your house?
At the school originally.
At the school?
Yes.
Interesting.
I know, they do it there.
Because
weirdly.
the thing is, in the UK, and I'm sure maybe it's not like this in America, but the problem is that lice keeps on going around because some people might do it and then some people won't, or then, or maybe everyone does it but not at the same time. So that's kind of a cool idea. But how random that the school's organizing it. Is it like everyone in the sort of like dinner hall or whatever?
Well, like you said, it's just like they're kind of unstoppable once you get them. So it's like you nip it in the bud. Which is why me and my husband and my mom, who is, always helping us, we're like, just treat us. We don't want this to go any further. So listen to this. So we get treated at the school. My husband goes first and we discuss price. By the way, lice treatment's $1 billion, annoyingly.
What?
Anyway, so let's say his is like $125.
Okay.
I get up to do my lice treatment and the woman is like, okay, well, it's $350 for you.
Are you joking?
And I'm like, why? And she's like, because you have African-American hair. I know. I love your face because that's how I felt. Like I literally did that.
I thought you were going to say something about like longer hair, which I don't like actually, because some hairdressers are funny about that. If you have longer hair,
really?
They say like, oh, you have to pay more if it's longer than shoulder length. But hang on a minute, they said that out loud.
She said that. Keep in mind, she has a very thick Russian accent, which I'm not going to try to imitate because it'll be ridiculous. But I say that because I do think there was a bit of a language barrier that made it a little more insensitive sounding than it was meant to be. But the point is, I had to pay a lot more
because you're black.
Because I'm black, which is like literally discrimination. And I understood. I was like, why? And she was like, well, that's what my boss says. It's not her rule. But it's a lot more work.
So was there just, oh my God.
And you know what? It is more work.
Is it more work though?
It's
harder.
It more work?
If you don't know how to do it, it's not more, it's not actually more work. You part it, you section it.
Well, it's
then you
textured
go through.
hair. So maybe it's a little more rigorous to get the comb through. Okay, I'll say that. I think that's true. Just like curly hair would be more rigorous and harder to detangle. So my issue, I've realized. So just to like get into it, like my mom and I were furious. We said this is racial discrimination. We were angry.
Also, it must have been kind of shocking as well. Was there like a queue of parents?
No.
And like, what was it like?
You like go into like a
small room.
Yeah, like no one else was there. Although we did tell the teachers in the school. But anyway, we said this is racial discrimination. This is totally unfair. And I said, I can't do this. I don't think this is fair. I'm going to go somewhere else.
And how did you feel? But sorry, I just want to slow this down because this is quite shocking.
I know. I was shocked too. And there's
also, so you're kind of like sitting in the chair, it's kind of like a really vulnerable position in a way. It's like, it's not like you can to backtrack or try and run away, or like, you know, you're like sitting there and someone is like assessing you. It almost reminds me of like, you know, when you're in the doctors, you know, or the hospital, you're like, you're vulnerable, you're kind of stuck. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but did you feel like in a difficult position?
I did. And I had a stance and I thought it was unfair. So we said, we're not paying you this. This is unfair. We're going somewhere else. And then, Chrystal, I was like, but I have to get these fucking lice out of my hair. I'm not bringing them home. And I was like, it's just stupid. I don't have time to go search the city for another lice thing. She's here.
Yeah.
I have to do it. So we negotiated because we were like, this is totally unfair that it's that much more.
And did she call her boss during that time?
She called her boss. They spoke in another language. Wow. They brought the price down. It was still more than my white husband's
price. By how much?
I don't know, maybe $75 or $100. So they brought it down.
That's some cash, babe.
Oh, lice is expensive. Who knew? But anyway, okay. So that happened. So we get treated. You know, I was angry at her. We make amends. I understand it's not her rule. She's like this single mom, you know, from Russia working to bring her 8-year-old daughter over to America. Like you know, she's a woman struggling, and, you know, I respect women raising kids alone.
Yeah,
oh my God.
But you can't change your bloody hair, can you?
Right. Like, anyway, okay. So then I was thinking about it because I do understand that it's more work to detangle my hair than my straight-haired husband's. So I think the issue is two things, right? First of all, the wording, which I'm like, is that the language barrier, or are they just like, you know, racist? You know, like the wording, you can't say like all black hair is this price. Also, black hair isn't all the same is the other thing. So that's like a major issue.
Exactly. We have different hair. But also I feel like if she might have said something like why didn't she say straight hair and curly hair? Because there are people who have like afro type hair.
Right. Who are
white.
Right.
Yeah. So that really would have been the right thing to do. To say it based on your color is fucking racist.
Right. But I'm like, is this a case of semantics? Like what you just said, you know? And I also said that. I was like, well, do you charge more for curly hair? And she said, of course I charge more for curly hair, and we charge more for long hair. So I'm like, you got to say that. You can't just say black hair is more, you know? So maybe it's like the language barrier or semantics issue. But then I was thinking, and then I asked a bunch of friends, white friends and black friends, right? Just like, I told them this story and I wanted their take. And one friend who was white was like, no. He was like, that's wrong. Like, think about it. He was like, sometimes when you're a hair cutter, you get someone with like terrible hair and it takes you longer. And that's just like something you suck up. It's part of the job.
Exactly.
You know? And he was like, I don't think you can do that. And then I was like, but what about when you get a bikini wax? Like certain ethnicities of women have thicker, more tenacious hair. Yeah. And it's harder to get it out when you're waxing a bikini line. You're not charged more if you have like some crazy unruly bikini line. Of
course not.
So now I'm like, no, I think that is utterly wrong.
I'm with your friend on that. I totally agree. And I think I've got a whole thought process on like doing hair, because in the UK, there's always stories about women who don't live in like cities who have to travel like 50 miles to get their hair done if they're like black or whatever. And I personally think everyone should know how to do all types of hair.
Well, yeah.
But I think your friend is right. However, if a company wants to split prices, they should say it should be much more generic than that. Straight hair, curly hair, long hair, short hair. Right. I don't like that, but I think it should be clear and there should be a board. Yes. It shouldn't be something where someone is just saying it to you.
No, and it needs to be a written statement.
Yeah, when you're like there and you have to think on your feet, because a lot of people wouldn't have thought on their feet and they would have just said, okay, and then felt awful about it.
Yeah, and that's what happens a lot of the time, right? It's like, what if you're, you know, it's kind of, we didn't make a scene, but we made a stink. Yeah. And we went and talked to the teachers, and that takes some kind of, what's the word? Like certain people wouldn't do that, you know?
No, it takes like a certain level of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And not everyone does that, but also not everyone should have to do it. You shouldn't have to do it. And that's the thing. That is crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
I hope they've gone though, the lice.
They're gone. Yeah. They're gone. Like so much money later. They're gone. And so many annoying experiences
also
later.
Itching at night and everything. Oh, it's making me itch now, actually.
I know. Just talking about lice makes you itchy, right?
Yeah, they're absolutely grotesque.
Anyway, moving on. I had to share that.
No, definitely. It's shocking. Honestly, it's funny because my hairdresser said to me when I was getting it like blow dried a while ago, she said, by the way, I'm going to have to start charging you more because your hair's getting longer. And I was like, what?
Really?
But then she said to me, but I'll let you off until the new year.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, it's already costing an arm and a leg.
A deal. Yeah, God.
Our favorite honey salon.
Oh, nice.
But because I love her so much, Chloe, I'm like, I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, I love honey salon.
Hopefully it's not going to be up too much. And what else have you been up to anyway?
So yeah, the lice, which is the opposite of soft living. But one softish thing I did was so fun. I got a what's it called? It's called, wait, let me just make sure I don't butcher the name. Chinetsong. Okay, I got a Chinetsong. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Massage. So that's Chinese.
Yeah.
But it's basically a belly massage. Because you know how in Western cultures you get a massage and they don't really touch your stomach? Like, if you notice that, it's like everything else, but it's not your stomach. It's not often your head. It's not often your feet. Yeah. And I'm always like, I want someone to touch my stomach, you know?
Yeah.
And so this is a stomach massage. Which is
just focus just on your tummy.
Just the tummy, yeah.
So but like everywhere, is it everywhere like just below the breast or like further down exactly in the tummy?
Yeah, like
area?
exactly. Like just one area around in the tummy area for an hour basically. So it like feels really weird and intense at times. And the whole point is it's meant to support digestion and good bowel movements and, you know, anxiety because you hold stress and anxiety in your stomach and release blockages and support circulation.
Amazing.
So I just like love the idea of all of that. And also I like a weird, like, not weird, it's culture, someone else's culture, but like something it's so different.
Yeah, I love Ayurvedic massages. And it's funny that you mentioned the head because I always get an Indian head massage, which I love.
Do you?
Yeah, and it's just amazing.
And it's just the scalp for like, what, half an hour?
An hour.
Oh, it feels
and then
so
it's like
good.
The ears and the neck and around there. It's like perfect. I go to this Ayurvedic.
Why doesn't our culture focus on those?
But you're right about the tummy though, because there's so much that we keep there. So did it feel uncomfortable? Yeah. Or was it like enjoyable experience? Because also I like to go to get a massage because I want it to be enjoyable.
Luxury,
I don't like things where it's like hurting me.
No, it wasn't luxurious, but I was kind of in a mood to be more like medicinal.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. But no, don't go if you want like like a fancy day at the spa. Yeah. It felt more like practical.
How long was it?
Like an hour.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Were they telling you what they were doing at the time? Or they're saying, oh, a bit of pressure here? I love when they say that. Oh, you're a bit tense here.
You want a guided walkthrough?
I kind of like to know it. And they're like, oh, what's going on here? Or,
they did do that sort of stuff.
This and that.
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah. I love the chakra stuff. But yeah, they did tell you what you're doing. And they're like, oh, that was a gas bubble. You know, like it's like you feel things happening and moving and squeezing around.
So would you recommend it?
I would, yeah.
Is it pricey?
No.
Just normal?
Yeah, no, probably less than normal. It's like, I don't know, how much are massages these days? A lot.
No,
this was like $150.
Okay.
Which, you know.
is average New York price.
Yeah.
Cool. And it was an hour too.
And it was an hour.
Maybe
and it was
I'll
a cool
give
thing
it
to
a go
do.
at some point.
I'll let you know if you want the info.
Yeah, at some point. I don't think they can do it right now.
Wait, why not?
Why am I being so coy and ridiculous? Okay, so I am pregnant.
Like very pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
Megan's like bursting to like tell everyone.
I am. It's so exciting. It's so exciting.
And it's due imminently. And it is very exciting because it's my partner's first, which is so cool.
So cool.
I love babies. I'm like a massive fan of babies. They are
you?
So freaking cute. Yeah, I'm a baby person.
Oh,
I like babies.
Okay.
And also I just love like holding them and everything. They're just so cute.
So cute.
And they're like,
oh my God. They're so weird.
Yeah, they're so sort of odd and everything. And I just really love them. And also, I just feel like lucky to be able to like have the opportunity to do it again. I've got 2 older kids. But I am also nervous about like doing it in a different country without my mum round the corner. So there's definitely like some anxieties as well. But overall, it's exciting. And I just, you've known for ages. And so it's just good to kind of like put it out there.
I'm so
because I've been growing whilst like on cam, so I think it makes sense to come clean.
First of all, you look fantastic. I hope you've been getting all the subway seats and that people haven't been assholes and that like, you know, they get up and give you seats. Because you know that's like my least favorite thing about humankind.
Not really. And I'm kind of awkward because I don't want to ask. But yeah, people haven't been the best. But I mean, it's been like 50-50. So it's kind of annoying. But
do they see you and don't do it? Or is it just they're all looking at their phone?
Both.
Right. Yeah.
But I feel like New Yorkers do it.
What, get up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've had that. There's something kind of, I feel like New Yorkers have like a different energy.
You think better than in the UK, people will offer you a seat?
In the UK more so, but in the UK we have these things which I actually never wore, and it's like a badge and it said baby on board.
What?
I know, and I'm like, they should get it for New York.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
But then everyone's looking at their phone, so they might not see it.
But it shouldn't be a badge. It should be a light up hat.
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
an electric raincoat.
There you go. Like, that's a New Yorker's response.
Give me your seat. I'm pregnant.
Yeah, so they have that, so people are more likely to do it. But yeah.
Oh, you guys are so much better. Okay, wait, I have so many questions that I can finally ask you. What's your maternity plan?
This is a really good question when you think about the soft life and being freelance and stuff. So I don't want to and can't do the American way of like trying to find a job and getting back out there or working at 3 months or 4 months. I have to have a C-section as well. I'm going to do it the way that I'm used to culturally, and that like most, I think apart from the US, like wealthy countries do it, which is at least a year off.
Makes sense.
And so I'm going to have to fund it. We're going to have to fund it ourselves, and going to savings. And I actually think if you're going to go into your savings, that's the best thing to do. That's a great, like legitimate, perfect reason. I mean, I would love to be able to like sail around the world for like a year. Yeah. But I don't think that's as legitimate to spend my savings. So I'm going to spend some of my savings on that. And I think it's really, really important. I think there's a reason why countries do this, because it's better for the baby, it's better for everyone's health.
Yeah.
And that's a big wish for me that one day like Americans can really fight for that, because it's really bad.
It's bad. It's horrible. Yeah. I'm so sorry you have to spend your savings on, helping mankind reproduce.
I know.
It's insane, especially when you pay taxes.
It is bad, but I'm happy. I'm fine to do that. I'm just not going to be like rushing back and doing something that's not culturally like, it doesn't culturally work for me. It's just an abnormal thing to do. So that's what I'm deciding. But something I'm thinking about as well is, there's been a big age gap.
Yeah.
My son is 14.
Wow.
My daughter's 10.
Wow. And 0-year-old new baby. So yeah, what do you think about that? Do you think they'll like mesh with it? Or maybe it'll be better because they can help?
Yeah. I had 2 younger brothers that came 8 and 10 years later.
Wow.
So it was a good relationship, but it wasn't like the relationship that I had with my brother and sister where it was 2 years apart.
Right.
So it's definitely a different kind of relationship. But the thing that I worry about, maybe to be like honest, is like I just want them to feel really connected. Yeah. And be like, this is my sister or brother. Right. Because I don't know what we're having.
How do you do that?
I know. I feel like this could be sexist, but I don't know. I feel like if it's from the mum, then you're more likely to be like, and you live there and everything, you're more likely to think or say that it's your full sibling. But maybe if it's the dad and you're kind of separate, it might be seen as a half. I don't know. But I feel like because, I'm the mum and I'm going to really push for that strong connection and they'll be living together like most of the time and stuff. Right. That shouldn't be a problem. But you just never know, right?
You never know. But I mean, it's also, I think about how do you make sure your siblings, your children are close, even not with the age gap. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, are there things you can do? Yes. But like so much of it is personality for them too.
That's so true. Even with siblings who you're full siblings where there's like a couple of year difference, right? There's siblings who don't talk and all of that. But I think they're both really excited. They're not saying half sibling. So yeah, I just, you have that like, You have this as well, I'm sure. Like, when you're no longer here, like you want your kids, your boys,
to have each other
and be close. You don't want any like.
I want that the most.
You want that the most, right? So I think that's the only thing. But I've spoken to so many people about this, and they have said in the beginning it's almost like a kind of parent-child relationship. But then it becomes like your cool older sister or cool older brother, and it's like really good connections. I've only heard like really positive things. So that's made me feel like great. Friends have been really honest about it.
Right.
So
I like
that's
that.
good.
Also, you know what I find, my kids don't have a huge age gap, but we try to do things all together. Like it's so much easier often to like splinter off, like, you know, dad and this kid and mom and this kid to do things. But we really try to like stick together. So it's like we're all there as much as we can be. I
think that's a good idea. But what I would say is further along, you want to also split up as well. Because, Yeah, because your children also want to have alone time with you. So that's also something that is a really good thing. So it's like me and mum time. We get to go to the cinema and stuff, but at their age, totally.
Okay, I like that too. Wait, are you scared about delivering? Or not scared? I don't want to say scared because it's like... But, you know, how are you feeling? It's like so much to be in labor.
Yeah. Well, I have only been in labor and had the contractions once with my son, and then it had an emergency C-section. It was like a crash. It was a nightmare. Then my daughter was elective. And then this one, because I'm a geriatric, which I bloody love,
an old
actually.
Lady. Yeah, me too.
Some people are so funny about it. I'm like, I love it. You get like such good care. But this one is going to be planned C-section. Okay. I feel fine about it. When I had my all of my contractions with my son, it was like the worst thing ever. And I was like, I can't believe people do that.
It's insane.
But what I would say is something that I miss so much, because pregnancy it's not perfect for me. It's not 100% my cup of tea, to be completely frank. Takes over your body. Obviously, it's great to grow a bloody human. You're like so powerful, but then at the same time, you feel kind of powerless because your body is just like a vessel, essentially, for life, right? You're building a human. And I have like zero energy.
Right.
And I used to have so much, don't need much sleep and stuff. And I haven't been able to go to a club or go out proper dancing for like 8 months. Right. And it's been so hard because I used to do it like every week or every other week. Like I love like being in the club, the community, like house, techno, garage.
I know, you have so much energy.
And I am like, it's killed me.
Yeah.
Not being able to like dance as much.
Yeah, because you're just so tired. Yeah, I know.
And I've just not been able to do it. And that's such a key part of like who I am.
And your happiness, right? Yeah.
Is being in the club with like lots of people and just like dancing. But I am having my baby shower, which is a nightclub after party theme, which you're going to be coming to.
You're getting it in there.
So I get a little bit of club stuff.
Ugh. Well, you look amazing. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, my darling.
It's a lot. And you have 2 other kids who are like, you know, teens. And that's just so much to navigate. So I see you. That's what I'm saying.
And before we go, let's talk about holiday season. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk about like Christmas and like recipes and stuff. In America, you say holidays, which is like much more inclusive, which is so nice. I don't really celebrate Christmas as much anymore. I'm more kind of like Hanukkah, but I do have some great recipes that I want to share.
Let's hear.
So one is stuffing. Do you like stuffing?
I love stuffing.
I love it. So it's a fantastic one by Mary Berry, who's a great like British chef.
Oh.
And it is chestnuts. Yummy, and dried apricots.
I've never had chestnuts.
You haven't?
No. What do they taste like?
They're delicious. Kind of like nutty, sweet, just yummy.
And like hard, or are they soft?
Soft. The ones that I buy.
You roast them or whatever? You
can buy them already done like that.
Okay.
So
just that and apricots?
Yeah. There's a bunch of other things, but that's what it's essentially made from. Obviously, it's like breadcrumbs and parsley and things like that.
What about gravy though? Does it need gravy?
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, if you want to.
I need gravy.
Yeah. So I love that.
Okay.
And then also I love a trifle.
Never had one. So British.
My partner is so bad about it.
What is a trifle?
A trifle is basically you have jelly or jello, and then you'll also have like a sponge and then like cream and custard and like some kind of fruit. And it's delicious. But one of my favorite restaurants in London, which was like round the corner from where I live, like a block, it's called Lupin's. And I had the best trifle I've ever had, which is clementine and ginger. Now, I couldn't find the recipe because I was looking ahead for the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's closed down when I was trying to look, which is really sad. But you can basically find it online or like different variations and then make what you like. What about you?
Okay, well, I want a trifle now. It sounds like a tiramisu almost. Is that right?
Not really.
Okay. You gotta make one, and I gotta try it.
Yes.
I actually, this is kind of British. I'm making a fruitcake. I have this awesome cookbook called Dessert Person by Claire Saffitz.
Is it like a Jamaican fruitcake or a different one?
No. I mean, yeah.
With
inspired by there's brandy in it, and you feed this cake. It takes 2 months to make.
Yes.
And you feed it every week.
Yes.
You dump brandy all over it and get it really wasted. You do that for 2 months.
Delicious.
And delicious. And then it's like supposed to be really rich and preserves all the fruit inside, lots of dried fruit. So I'll let you know how it goes. And then it's like covered in piles of frosting.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Last thing, what about Hanukkah recipes?
Well, what I love about Hanukkah is that it's fried food. So
is
it's
it?
Bloody delicious. So you can have donuts, which is really delicious, and also latkes, which is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And I would actually recommend my favorite place, because I go to so many, would be Barney Greengrass.
Oh, duh, the best.
Barney Greengrass, Upper West Side. It's not on the menu, but you have to ask for it, and it's really, really great. And then you can have brisket, and I would rather brisket than dry turkey any day.
Agreed. Yeah.
Soft Life Challenge, right?
Soft Life Challenge. Okay, so I failed at your challenge that you gave me, which was to spend half a day doing things only for myself that fill me up. So I would have walked over the Williamsburg Bridge and gone to my favorite coffee shop and gone to my favorite vintage store.
You're still going to be able to do that though, right? It's obviously telling you something.
Yes. No, I am. I'm going to take a rain check and try it. I have another day planned. But your Soft Life Challenge, okay, is the next time you're washing your face, whether you do that in the morning or night, to give yourself a 2-minute face massage. So maybe you're just putting on cleanser. You're not just putting it on. I want you to mindfully and thoughtfully massage it into your face for 2 minutes.
I love that.
So it's self-touch and self-love and a pause.
How long for? Do you say
2 minutes?
For once or a week?
No, once.
Okay, just do that one time.
Do it twice.
Okay.
6 minutes.
I'm here for it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for listening to The Soft Life of Chrystal and Megan. If you like our work, please support us at ko-fi.com/softlifenyc. Hosting and executive production by me, Crystal Genesis, and Megan O'Neill. Filming by Connor Kafia Chain at my friend's basement studio. Editing by Rob Ashkenos, and music by 4S Studios. Don't forget to subscribe and review our podcast on all podcasting apps and on YouTube at Soft Life NYC. See you soon.